Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, we've got a little bit of Madonna news. Now, I saw these photos before I went to sleep this morning, and I didn't think they were really Madonna. I thought someone had just put her face on some regular lady's body, because I thought Madonna would never wear those clothes and those shoes. But the face and arm did look like her. So apparently Madonna was spot leaning on a lamppost while waiting to cross the street at East 80th and Lexington Avenue in Manhattan. She's wearing a wide brim hat, glasses, and black shorts and a black t-shirt, and Nike runners with black socks. And it's just like, I just don't believe that's Madonna, but the face does look like her. And apparently it is her. Now, this is the first time she's been seen. This was on the 9th or the 7th. It's the first time she's been seen since she collapsed, I think, on the 28th of June. So it's good to see, because there's a lot of rumours about her in the absence of any actual press being put out by Gaia Siri or anyone in Madonna's camp, which is incredibly inconsiderate, considering that the tour is supposed to start in a couple of days, and people are getting notifications like their concerts are going ahead when we all know they're not, but we don't actually have any confirmation about when the delays are going to be till. So the fact that Madonna was seen, out in public means she's reasonably well. She can walk, she can go out. Doesn't mean she's recovered, but the fact that she was out, and I'm really shocked that she was out. It's just like, oh, so you can't put out a press release and make any announcement for your fans about this giant world tour that's basically cancelled at this point and hasn't been rescheduled yet, or at least some of it's been cancelled and the rest is going to go ahead, but we don't know when that's going to start. You don't have the time to do that, but yet you have the time to just go strolling around the neighbourhood. So I'm glad she's well, because there were stories that she was brain dead and that she died and was being replaced and all this sort of crazy stuff that, it's crazy, but in the absence of any actual real, information, you start to wonder and think, well, what if she is really, really sick and they just don't want to mention it, or they're afraid, or, because sometimes people do die and then you find out later they've been sick for ages and they'd managed to keep it secret, and then everyone's shocked, but she's walking around. Apparently that's her. She looks fine, but I look at that and I go, that's not Madonna. I mean, Madonna would not wear those shoes. Madonna would not wear those clothes. And people have pointed out that she seems to have no butt anymore. And I'm like, was that injections that went away? Did she have the implants removed because they were causing her problems? I mean, is it just a really bad photo that manages to de-emphasize her waist and doesn't show her butt? It just doesn't look like her. It doesn't look like her body. But it does look like her face, and I'm like, has someone stuck her head? Is this photoshopped or is this real? Because I just look at it and I just don't see Madonna. So I don't know. But supposedly it's her. Supposedly she's fine, which would suggest that the original announcement, because the original rumour was that they were just going to delay the concert for a month, so all the July concerts were going to be cancelled, so she'd have a month off, and then she would start in August, and then they'd just move all those concerts to the end of the show. But other people are saying they're cancelling up as far as October, and there's talk of things being changed at different arenas and stadiums and that. And then there's other organisations that are putting out notifications for concerts like they're going to happen in a couple of days, when we all know the first couple of concerts definitely aren't happening. But we still don't have any confirmation when they're being rescheduled. So it's a bit of a mess, and I'm glad she appears well, but I would like an official statement, because when I look at this, it just looks like Photoshop to me. And there's no footage of it, just a couple of still photos that people have been putting around and promoting around. So, for all the deep fake stuff, who knows if it's actually Madonna or not. But we honestly can't trust our eyes anymore, so who knows. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Glad she's well. Hope she can get back to the concert sooner than later. Hope she can get through the concert and it won't be a bigger disaster than Madame X was, because I don't want to see Madonna go out like that, because she sold this tour on her greatest hits, because she couldn't sell the tour on Madame X, which is why she ended up doing the theatre tour, which then she tried to turn into a real tour, and it sort of killed the intimacy but didn't have the reach, so it kind of failed in some ways. But fortunately it failed so well a lot of people don't know what happened. So this sort of greatest hits tour was sort of a comeback tour, and like I said, it was funded on the greatest hits, but she's not going to be able to spin that twice. If she can't actually perform, and if she cancels every other show, or shows up 5 hours late and people leave and sue the company and everything, or they get fined every time because they go overtime. If this sort of train wreck continues, she won't get another contract. She managed to get this purely on the greatest hits, and if she does well, then she can keep touring on a greatest hits forever. She doesn't have to have another hit album. But if she can't, she's going to go the way of Whitney Houston. So we're going to see where this goes. I still don't in my heart believe that's her. I'm sure it's a deep fake, but I have to, I'm being told it is, so I have to accept that and acknowledge that she looks like she's doing fine, and just hope that the tour gets on track and goes well. Because I do want her to do well. I want her to go out on a high note. I want her to go out on top. And at the moment, she's sort of floundering around, and it could go either way. And any objective fan will acknowledge that. But I'm going to go